I'm so embarrassed by what I'm about to show you, but I think that filming this might be the only thing that is going to hold me accountable. Months ago, I began filming a wardrobe clear out, and then I just stopped. I think it was in like November, December. And it's been steadily getting worse. And by steadily, I mean rapidly. And then the last couple of days, I shot a load of photos for Instagram, and they were ways to wear, so I wore about 60 outfits in about 2 hours. Quick note, that is obviously a massive exaggeration. I didn't do an outfit every 2 minutes. I wish I had though. And it just exploded. And then today I was getting dressed and I had a wardrobe malfunction because I just hated everything and the way that everything looked. So I basically ended up with like my wardrobe all over my floor, and it has just reached a stage. I didn't really intend to do this today, but it has just reached a stage of desperation, and I just think it's time that I ripped off the band-aid because I'm now American and just did it. I'm going to sort out my wardrobe. I am, aren't I? Yes, I am. I feel like I'm about to show you my deepest, darkest secret. Do you want to see my messy room? I think maybe it might be time to show you my messy room. This is the aftermath of this morning, as is this. This is the aftermath of yesterday. I hate myself, by the way. I really hate myself. This is my wardrobe. Hello. This is my full outfit, including my slippers, which have changed my life. Obviously these jumpers were once in here. I hate this IKEA thing. It really pisses me off, and I think it needs to go. Up here we have pajamas, that Hannah Montana hat, maybe some other things. Down here we have, to be honest, that's where the suitcase is supposed to go, but it's covered in jumpers. And then in this one we have, well, that's all my filming equipment, and that's not effective. I also need to sort this out, but I think that might be an issue for another day. This is supposed to be like skirts and trousers, and this is supposed to be tops, but as you can see, it hasn't really happened. Half the hangers are broken. Honestly, like, this, something has to change. In that drawer there was where I used to keep my bags, but it just doesn't open and close properly, and it is a complete mess, and I do need to sort out bag storage better. So there is my full disclosure. The first step of recovery is admitting that you have a problem. I just want to throw away everything I own, and I know that that's not the answer, but I'm going to be really brutal. You know what I think I'm going to do to force myself into it? I think actually I'm just going to take everything out. How much am I going to regret that? Probably a lot. I'm just putting some jogging bottoms on, because if not I'm definitely going to end up flashing someone. Feeling very overwhelmed. Then we have a pile of jumpers. Can I just throw it all away?
Day 2.
Some time has passed. It is now the morning. I'll be honest with you, this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. So what I have done is remove everything from the wardrobe. I've taken everything out of other cupboards and drawers. Everything is currently out, which is very stressful and was actually really difficult to sleep with. I just like was really aware that I was surrounded by stuff, but look. She's empty. She's also empty, apart from that stuff, because I can't reach it. Maybe that's an issue for later. My like wall hanging thing fell down in the night, which made me jump out of my skin, and I think it's just because of how much I've been like banging around on that wall. But that's my fault for putting out the command hooks, and honestly I'm just pleased that it wasn't these shelves, which are also part of the command strips, and if they fall on my head in the night I'll probably die. I've said that on my Instagram stories a few times as well. I don't really know why I'm so desperate to tell everyone that if those shelves fall in the night I'll die. I think it's because that would be a really stupid way to die, so then at least if it happens people will be like, well, she wasn't completely thick, like she could see it coming. Do you want to see my mess? Let's be real, that's why we're all here. Look at that absolute monstrosity. That's not even everything. My pajamas are like over there. And like underwear and stuff. But this is the current state of play. How that all fit into that wardrobe in the first place, I honestly couldn't tell you. But I would like to like get rid of about a third of it. A genuine question. Is this normal? Is this a normal amount of clothes? I don't have a frame of reference, and I do also feel like the camera isn't actually doing the size of this pile justice. But I feel like I've got a lot of clothes, but I also feel like everyone I know also has a lot of clothes. Is it normal to have this many clothes? Okay, we are on to the next phase. So these, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, are my skirts. So what I've done before, which really helped, and I think what I'm going to do now, is count them all, which seems a bit gratuitous, but if I know how many there are, I can then set myself a reasonable goal of how many to get rid of. There's shorts in here as well. Well, I have about 4 pairs of shorts, but I'm going to allow myself a small holiday allowance that I'm going to put in my suitcase, which is like realistically shorts that I don't wear in England but that I would wear if I went abroad, potentially, if we ever do that again. But I need to really cut down what's actually in my wardrobe because it's so out of hand. Right, so 1, 2. My friend Jess just messaged me and was like, I put a picture of this on my Instagram story. My friend Jess just messaged me and was like, this stresses me out so much, but the Taurus in me understands. I'm also a Taurus. Should I understand? Have I done this because I'm a Taurus? I don't understand star signs very well. Okay, I really do think it might be time to admit that I have a problem. Guess how many skirts are here? Just guess. Put it in the comments, just guess. I'll give you a minute. 66. Was that what you guessed? Oh my god. I'm going to try and halve it. I'm going to try and get it down to 33. I don't even know where to start. Okay. I'm going to start off by doing a really like brutal cull of the ones that I genuinely do not wear.
A few inches later.
It's going quite well, but I just want to summarise. I've figured out what the issue is and why I'm finding this so difficult. So basically last year I tried to do this same thing and I put a load of it in a box in my cupboard and my laundry cupboard, and I just didn't do anything with it in case I wanted it. And like this skirt was in there, this one. I 100% want this skirt. I want to keep this skirt, but this time last year probably I got rid of it. And like this skirt I think I literally probably would have gotten rid of last week. Why am I so indecisive? And also this is a basket of skirts that are going. Look, it's quite full. This one I absolutely love. It's like a wine coloured satin midi from New Look and I love it, and I especially wear it a lot around Christmas time. It's absolutely ruined. I plucked it. It's got plucks all over it because I always wear it with sequins. And I'd still convince myself to keep hold of this. Why? I can't wear it anymore. It is broken. Just buy a new one if you want one, you know? And that summarises my issue. Let's be real. Okay, I've managed to get it down to 35 skirts. So I've got rid of 21. Which I think is really good. Did I say I wanted to get rid of a third? Is that a third? 22 is a third. Okay, I need to get rid of one more. These shorts are going. Okay. Oh, are they? They're holiday shorts. Oh, this is the issue. This skirt is going. So we've got 22 gone. I'm quite impressed. These ones are for holiday and these ones are to go in my actual wardrobe. So I'm going to put those in my suitcase. And then I'm going to hang these ones up. Okay, the first hanger is going back in. This feels like quite a momentous occasion. I've got these 3 leather skirts on this hanger. leather, faux leather obviously. I think when I first moved here I decided that I wanted everything to have its own individual hanger, but it just isn't effective use of space, and like then I started just grouping skirts together with whatever hanger looked like it could fit. But I think if I sort of go in with the intention of grouping things together that are similar and make sense, then it will be a lot easier. Success.
A few moments later.
An update, I just got 23 pairs of trousers down to 16. This is the pile of trousers that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of 7. 2 of those are going in my holiday suitcase, and then I've obviously got a pair on me right now, so that brings it to 15 that live in the wardrobe. That's progress. So that would be 15 down from what would be 24. T-shirts have just gotten down. I started off with 54 and now I have 39, including the one that I have on, which is not bad. I mean, no one needs 40 t-shirts. I don't have 40 t-shirts, I have 39 to be fair. Okay, I've got my like shirts, so like more blousey shirts, down from 19 to 7, which I think is the best I've done so far. Like, I've got rid of more in other categories, but the fact that I now have less than half, I'm very impressed with myself. This was probably one of the harder categories because I don't wear a lot of stuff like this. I do like them, but I don't wear them that often, so I just had to be a bit brutal. I don't know where I'm going to put all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. Normally I would just do a big donation, but everywhere's closed, so I think things like this are just really good for layering, which I think is how I managed to have 19 of them in the first place. But I feel like 7 is a much more manageable number. I've started doing this thing where I try and do like a quick fire round, where the first time I go through it all, I just sort of say yes or no as like a gut instinct, and then I just sort of double check through everything, and that's actually been a lot more helpful, because it kind of means that you don't have a minute to think, oh, but I wore this to my birthday party in 2016, you know? This is the only one in here that I'm not actually that sure that I'll wear. I bought it from Tesco last spring when everything else was closed, and I was in Norwich for the first lockdown. When I got there it was quite cold, but then it really quickly became way too hot, so I picked up a couple of bits in Tesco's while I was doing the shop, and this was one of them, and I do think it's really pretty. I just can't figure out if I'll wear it, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because it hasn't been the right season to wear it for a while. So we'll see what happens, and if I still haven't really worn it a lot by like autumn kind of time, I'll get rid of it. This is another shirt that I almost got rid of last year. I do really like it, it's just difficult to wear with much. It's really quite, it ends up being very low cut, so I definitely have to wear things underneath it, which is fine. And I started wearing like a roll neck underneath it, and that did look quite good actually. And yeah, I nearly got rid of it last year, but now like brown is really a thing, isn't it? And I like to be trendy when I can, so I'm going to keep hold of it for the minute. Some of these need an iron so badly, but that is a problem for another day, to be quite honest with you. Okay, I now have, I think, 2 categories left in my pile of doom. Look how much better that is. I mean, that's still a lot of clothes. But I have dresses, which are here and here, and I also have jumpers, which is this situation. So I'm going to do dresses first because the dresses need to hang, because to be honest I'm not really sure what to do with the jumpers. I do also have my activewear, which I have already sorted out like a few months ago. Oh my god, Amy, words. That alongside like my socks and tights, and also my jumpers and my t-shirts used to go in that horrible grey hanging IKEA thing, which I hate. It was a great storage solution when I bought it, but my wardrobes are much smaller now, and it just feels so in the way, and it just looks so messy, and it's really stressful. So I would really like to avoid putting that back in if I can, which is why I've put the t-shirts in that box, but I just don't know what I'm going to do with the jumpers. So I'm going to sort the dresses out first, and then we're going to address the jumper situation.
Eventually.
I feel like this video has taken so long to put together, and it has. It's just taken me such a long time to like get everything back to where it needs to be so I can show you the finished product, but it's done. Don't get me wrong, we've got this situation here. This is all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. I'm still going to sort through it to figure out what is best to donate, what is best to sell, and what is best to put in like a fabric bin type thing, just depending on like the quality of it and how well it's worn. So that's a job for this weekend, which that is my least favourite kind of job because it's not even satisfying at the end. But this is satisfying, so I'll show you what the wardrobe looks like now. Okay, so in the first side we have, now this is jumpers and shirts. I wish the jumpers weren't in there. I know that it's not best to hang jumpers, but there's a reason and I will come on to it, and they won't be staying there for very long. And then down here we have skirts. Obviously these are the bags of things that I'm getting rid of, but these are just the skirts. And then the box of filming equipment, which I've completely sorted out. It looks so much neater now. And then, as I said, I think before, I've got the t-shirts in that box there. So my kind of idea is to eventually actually not use this as hanging space at all. And I say eventually, I mean like in a couple of weeks. I want to try and get some sort of drawer unit with quite big drawers that can fill this space here, and all of the jumpers and all of the t-shirts will go into those drawers, and then all of the skirts will go up there. I was definitely using that IKEA thing that I had in here before, the grey thing, as like drawers, and that's not its intended use, and it's not how I ever meant to use it. So I think the best thing to do is just to get some drawers, although some of my IKEA drawers have really badly broken. So new chests of drawers all round by the looks of things. And then look how empty it is on the other side. So this is what I really wanted. I wanted space. I wanted to know that if I hang something up and it's just been ironed, that it's not just going to get really creased. And that is what I've got. So as you can see, this is blazers and dresses. And then I've got my midi skirts just at the back there. There's 6 of those, which is a huge improvement on what there was. And then down at the bottom, this is that grey thing from IKEA, just in case. I don't think I'm going to want to use it, but if for any reason I can't find drawers that fit well there, well, you can see my pyjamas there. I'm about to show you where they're going to go. Here are my 2 suitcases. They're completely empty at the moment. I could move my winter clothes into this grey one when we're kind of more into spring, I think, but the black one I use for work all the time, so I want to keep that empty. And then moving up here, we have 2 baskets. This one is going to be for pyjamas, and this one is going to be for, well, it already is for like souvenir hoodies. I know that sounds a bit niche. By that I just mean like I have hoodies from when I went to New York and I went to Broadway and I bought hoodies for some shows. I have hoodies from shows that I've been in. I have hoodies from like my leavers hoodie from school and from sixth form, and things like that that I want to keep, but that realistically they just don't need to be in my wardrobe because I'm not going to wear them a lot. So they're in there. And then right up the top there, that's my Disney World wardrobe. I have a whole bag that is basically 2 weeks worth of Disney World clothes ready to go at a moment's notice. Am I insane? Maybe. So that is the end of my wardrobe clear out. I feel so much better about it, or at least I will once I've actually gotten rid of the stuff. Once that's done and once the pyjamas are sorted, I will actually be fully on top of this wardrobe for the first time since I moved in 2018. So that's a very good feeling. I want to do a lot more like home kind of content on this channel, and I was thinking of doing like a room tour or even a flat tour, so let me know if you would like that. Don't forget that this is a brand new channel, so if you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and stick around for weekly videos about like fashion, home stuff, maybe some vlogs once we're actually allowed to do things. Let me know what you want to see. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of content. Helps me figure out what to make more of and things. And thanks for watching. I will see you in a few days. Probably a week. I'll see you in a week. How's that? Good. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. Go and clear out your wardrobe. Would definitely recommend, but do it when you've got a couple of days, because that was my mistake number 1. Although, what do we have at the moment if it isn't days, you know?